Hello and welcome to chapter 268 of our streaming adventure. What I have for you today, well, first of all, sorry for missing last week's stream. Obviously, I'm hoping that you can hear me now because last week we had an issue where right before stream time, I had a Windows update and that decided to corrupt all my audio drivers, and because of that, I could not hear anything, and I was not able to record, so any output. So it would have been a lot of talking with no traction that you wouldn't have gotten anything out of it. I don't know if they're going to get anything out of it anyway, but the idea is we weren't able to make a true stream experience, so apologies for that. This is what I had planned to play because I need to get ready for the Legacy Pit Open. Some Swish teammates and I are going to be traveling down to Virginia, a nice cozy car ride, and this is the Legacy weapon that I plan to battle with. From last time to this time, some minor changes, adding another Taiga. I saw that Doogs on Twitch, check them out if you aren't already, got a trophy with, I think my list is pretty similar to his. I believe he's the one I used to make the Taiga change, and then the sideboard is also similar. But yeah, that is where I'm looking at in Legacy right now. Speaking of my Swish teammates, and hey, I'm a Swish team member, make sure you're checking out the Swish Gaming. If you're not already following this channel, you can see when Steven goes live during the week or when I pop in. You can also find our content over on YouTube. We archive the streams there. As well as we're on Twitter. The team account will post not only when we're going live, but other things, chiming in on tournament results of how our other teammates are doing, faring at the local RCQs, NRGs, things like that. Beyond that, you also can find us on Patreon, that our team members will release to patrons what we are playing ahead of time, and also have different articles and things there. And lastly, come join us on the Discord. We keep the discussion going even when the stream ends. So, plenty of stuff. I believe we're discussing Space Jace, or whatever the current spoiler cards at the moment are, and however much nonsense is going on there. As for me, like I said, Tuesday nights are my normal stream time, but I am pretty active on the Discord, so you can find me there. But also want to shout out Mana Traders all the way up at the top of the page. They sponsor my portion of the stream. They allow me to rent all the different decks that I do so that I can play a variety of things for you, and hopefully that is all interesting. But I don't know, I don't really have any more preamble. I guess let's get going. Legacy League. We're playing the correct deck. Let's jump in there. That's the other thing. I need to be mindful. Again, this is we took away the timer, or the what do I want to say? Warning symbol that once you found your opponent, your match will start. So there used to be that extra layer of security and things like that, but I'm getting my deck together in paper. So let's see: 2 Yavimaya, check. Karakas, Maze, 3 Thespians, 2 Dark Depths. It's only going to be 3 Wastelands though. Put this guy over here. 3 Mox Diamonds. Now here's the thing, I let a friend of mine borrow a Windswept Heath, and that normally wouldn't be a big deal. I'm not going to play green and white cards, are you kidding me? Unfortunately, We are playing green and white cards now. So, all right, match number 1. Against Vintage Enthusiast, the Power 9. Oh, this is a good hand. Well, correction. This is a good hand if I had one more land. Okay, if we throw away the land to play Mox Diamond, and we Mox Diamond Green Sun, we can't use anything for it on the first turn. I think this is too cute. Alright, is this better? I mean... Sajiri Step is an easy card to put back. I guess I could lead on Dryad Arbor and try to set up Flagstone. Yeah. This is our Eternal Weekend nemesis. They beat me in the top 8 of Eternal Weekend 2019, but they are a very good person. So I don't want to say like, oh, I'm okay that they beat me, because that's not necessarily true. But they're definitely a good person. Okay, so things I could do is play Flagstones, Green Sun for 1, but I already drew a Reclaimer. I could also tap, rotate the Flagstone away, give me 2 mana, and then Green Sun. Actually, yeah, I like that because that could set up a Dark Depths kill. And Preordain from them usually tells me it's combo. So I am going to do that. What land are you getting? If you were to get... If I were to get... No, I can play it that way. Pass turn. Theoretically, I could use this to ramp off the Flagstone. Well, that's not true. It's not a ramp because I'm not getting a secondary benefit out of the Flagstone. It's not the same as, say, Crop Rotation. But Preordain and Underground Sea from them, as well as their propensity for being a combo player, makes me think this is Doomsday, and then I'm wrong. They could just be Storm, right? Is it... Sorry, I thought I heard something. Is it interesting that they played the land first? They're going to Thoughtseize me. This has got to be Storm, though, right? Alright, so theoretically... Now, here's something. I should have potentially upgraded that Flagstone so that I had green mana that wasn't Dryad Arbor. Not sure that's relevant, but I can't get double green here because the land comes in tapped. So theoretically, if I were to play, say they are Storm and they're sculpting, would I rather have an Outland Liberator in play and the ability to blow something up? I'm going to say yes. I'm just thinking, the fact that I missed the opportunity on having green mana, that I could have presented both threats or presented the threat, but then I would not have had mana left open for the Liberator to potentially do its job. You know what I mean? So I cantrip, Thoughtseize. They've got to be on. They've got to be on Storm. I would be absolutely shocked if they were not on Storm. I hear thunder rumbling, so just in case.
When you start with better ingredients.
Just in case, if we get knocked offline by a literal, actual lightning bolt, I would like to apologize in advance. Wow, Jay Pinter with the resubscription. Thank you, Jay Pinter. Really do appreciate the support. Thank you very much. So there's Lion's Eye Diamond. Can I... Yeah, I was going to say, is there a way I could force them to go for it before they want to? Obviously, the answer is no. So that's just going to happen, because they played it correctly. So ad nauseum. Let's see what they're revealing. So more Lion's Eye, Cabal Ritual. They're at 10. 8. They have not, well, okay, theoretically Wish Claw, it just said it's not as a sorcery, it's just only during your turn. So that's a little tricky there, right? It's more, how are they going to capitalize to get the mana off of the Wish Claw talismans? The fact that it was double Lion's Eye is a little rough. Yeah, so this is enough. All they have to do is tutor it up. It's worth a shot. I believe they're going to know what's going on, though, and respond. Yep. They knew. Darn, I blew up my own thing. Alright. Yep, we did. So, Storm. Deafening Silence. Collector, oof. Force of Vigor. I mean, are they more likely to play out, say, Prismatic Ending? Or I guess, is it more important to how many cards do I have to take out? You know what I mean? Like, that might almost makes more sense. So, I am going to take a quick look at Legacy ad nauseum and not find a list. And not find a... There we go. I was just like, what kind of stuff is even going to happen to me out of the sideboard? Flusterstorm, Abrupt Decay, Chat Medallion. That's interesting. So... Alright, I agree that... I think the Outland Liberator has potential. I think Swords of Plowshares doesn't. So, I mean, that's a pretty easy switch. And then the question is, are stuff like Prismatic Endings worth it? What do they have? Beseju, Veil, Thoughtseize. It doesn't really feel like it, does it? So, how is Glacial Chasm worded? Prevent damage that would be dealt to you. However, Tendrils does not deal damage. Tendrils is a loss of life. Theoretically, they have cantrips that we could Pyroblast. I'm just saying, is there anything else here that's better than what I have going on? Because it does feel like the Prismatic Endings probably don't have a target. Something like Maze of Ith doesn't have a target. Wastelands do. Sajiri Step maybe not as impressive. But I think minimum we could bring that in. Minsc and Boo might just not be fast enough that I would trade them for other potential red cards. And then maybe Force of Vigor, or maybe another Prismatic Ending over like a... Step. I'll do that. I guess I took away... I was going to say, I took away potential for like an early mana, but I'm going to keep this. This is a little bit, I would say, too much mana. See what they got. That was a bottom on that preordain. And they went for a basic. That's clever. I'm going to get a Windswept Heath going for the purposes of starting to build up this Knight of the Reliquary. See what their Ponder does. Ponder is a shuffle. Let's thin out some deck. Could get a Dryad Arbor for potential attacking. This is probably the best time to get a Dryad Arbor. Discarded Past in Flames over there. Crack this Windswept Heath. Getting ourselves... We already got red. We got red-white here, so let's get Taiga. Add a knight, and then we can potentially Ramunap with Wasteland Lock. Chain of Vapor it is. We dead? They could also Thought Seize it. Or they just kill us. I only have one option there. Is there no crack here? No crack would be interesting. This could be a potential... Okay. I was gonna say they potentially forgot to search, but they already had the Past in Flames. Past in Flames gives them enough storm. They run everything back. Ritual, 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 ritual. And Infernal Tutor again for the GGs. This was a case of I saw the Deafening Silence and didn't mulligan any further. And that was death. Down we go. Let's hop back in there. So, Storm. We know we're already, I guess, in a bad place for Storm. That's why the position of this deck, that your interaction of stuff like Collector Oof, Deafening Silence. I have seen, I think I saw, it was Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer theoretically could help us with control decks. There's a lot of people that like to, I don't want to say have meme decks, but okay, for example, Reanimator. Reanimator does a lot of make you discard your hand before they go for the interaction. Veil of Summer, okay, I was going to say Veil of Summer isn't the worst. That's not true, but it's not great. Our opponent here appears to be Eternally Surprised, which is a good name if you're playing Legacy. They said, hi, have fun. So they're Reanimator. I think we keep with the intent. Now we have double Sagiri Step. That's not great, but it means like it's not going to be a tutorable effect for us. But it's diamond fodder. To be fair, though, they only said have fun. They in no way did they wish us good luck. Well, now, should I play a Reclaimer, pass turn? What did your Prismatic Vista hold? Swords, Plowshares it is. They could be a variety of things. But I'll tell you one thing, they've got basics. So here, what are my 2-drops? The I could get another Reclaimer. I could... get Outland Liberator. That doesn't seem great. Kind of like the idea of another Reclaimer. Because then that lets me set up... This comes in tapped, though. Okay. I was saying this could let me set up the potential for Dark Depths, but maybe we just draw that. Alright, Tundra from them. More basics. Teferi. Bounce. We have been bounced. Alright, I would love to hamster them. But the question is... Alright, well that answers my question. Thunder continues to rumble here. Alright, Force of Will, pitching a Ponder has happened. Pass turn. I think we need to get an untapped land. Because this Sajiri step just isn't cutting it. And especially hurts us the lack of ability to have it tutored out for like the swords. Okay. In a way that helps. I was gonna say, I don't feel like this is the kind of deck that has days, but I'm gonna feel terrible when this runs into days. We have a response. We have a response for Prismatic Ending on the Minsc and Boo that I have granted them due to the Yavimaya. Boo. Literal boo. Literal boo. Speaking of literal boo, I still have to get a boo token. Yeah, unlocking the fourth color for them was definitely problematic. And now they take out the Reclaimer. Boo is just going to be keeping pace with... Oh, they had green the whole time. Well, that's a good one. All right, threatening 2020s. And they have Prismatic Ending twice. No, correction. Prismatic Ending once, Swords twice. I don't know. I didn't feel like shields were adequate. And now technically, no, I can do both. I can't play this as an instant. Now the question is, say are they a Snapcaster deck? I feel like they would be a Snapcaster deck, right? Alright. I guess they only had 2 cards in hand last turn. I think we go for it now. See what they do. If this is Stifle, this is not going to work how you want it to. Ice Fang Coatl. So they now have a blocker at least. What can we green sun for? Oh, I know what we can green sun for. I'm going to get a Reanimator Excavator. I'm going to play a Sajiri Step. I'm going to target Merit Lage. I was going to give it Pro Blue. And swing in. So, Pyroblasts. If I'm worried about their, well, I guess it's a way to remove some of their creatures, but I don't know. The sorcery speed might hurt me. But once Teferi's in play, like, I'm kind of forced to be sorcery speed. So maybe the swords, in that case, come out to be replaced by Prismatic Endings. I could see that. Glacial Chasm, no. Tower of the Magistrate, I don't expect them to be a Stoneforge Mystic deck or whatever. So then one more card would need to come out. Maze of Ith, probably. Maze of Ith does not seem like what they're... I don't feel the need to Maze of Ith their 1/1 flyers. Theoretically, maybe it's one of the Wastelands. Because, like, you can attack and maze your own knight to do shenanigans. Just thinking out loud. Like, Wasteland will be good, but there'll be lots of times that Wasteland will not be good. I guess, is there anything else here in the sideboard that we want in? Do we want more Endurances? Force of Vigor doesn't seem like the kind of thing I want, although they could be heavy on basics. I'm sorry. The fact that they are heavy on basics, could that be back to basics coming out of them? I'm gonna say this is enough. You might be hearing the thunder now. Rumble, rumble, rumble. I forgot. That was the thing, is the fact that we're a Doogs deck, we start at 61 cards, and you can't sideboard out the extra one. That might be tricky. I might need to change that for myself. I don't know about these 61 cards. All right, what do we got here? Seems decent. The fact that we've seen that they want the green, I'm definitely hesitant on the Yavimaya. give this a shot. Okay. Is it greedy? Well, of course it's greedy, but is it correct? It might be correct. Brainstorm. Okay. My thought here is I'm trying to set up Night. Maybe I wouldn't have picked... No, because I want Dark Depths and then the Night to set it up. So then based on what I've got here... kind of want the dual land. Alright, pass turn. Because that gives me more potential options. Float, rotate. I like the fact that they brainstormed but didn't... Well, they didn't shuffle away, but then a new brainstorm is still seeing one of the cards that was there. I don't know, is that in my favor or should they have cleared? Does that mean, oh, there is something there I want, but maybe not available due to the Night? Thinking about the Veil, like I was saying, is that something that I would bring in this matchup against their counters? I don't know if it's the counters that I'm necessarily worried about out of them, right? So now... No, this would have to have been a... What I was going to say is it would have had to have been a forest to the what do you call its plan involves 3 other. Actually, let's double check. What's the snake? Ice Fang, Coatl. 3 other snow permanents. So if they got tropical, it's not enough to cause a problem for us there. That's what I wanted to be mindful of. But I actually think we play a Dark Depths here, and we have the ability to kill. Or at least force them to deal with us. Because tap, so I'm floating a green, rotate it into a Thespian Stage, and then that green and one other rotates it, and then I have Sylvan Safekeeper for protection. I'm liking this. They would effectively have to set up like a Terminus. I mean, it's not like they don't play Terminus. Okay. I'm still allowed to use abilities. Party my Sylvan Safekeeper, huh? Get the right card. Alright, we got him. I want this one. Ta-da! That's pretty good. I guess you would call that 4-color control. I mean, we saw the Tropical Island out of him, right? So, alright, we won the die roll. We're playing against Moon Madness. Do you think they have Blood Moon? I think we have 1 land. Alright, now we have 1 land, but it's a good 1 land. They're keeping 7 cards. I think if we're on the Reclaimer plan, maybe we get rid of Crop Rotation. Could also be Prismatic Ending, but... give it a shot. I guess I do have options with the Endurance here. Moon Madness __ That is a name. All right. Hopefully audio quality is okay. Like I said, this is a new headset. Sorry that I was not able to stream last week. We would have been playing more of the same thing. We need to get... High Star has joined the Swish Swarm. Welcome aboard. I was just saying I need to get my hamster reps. What I really need to do is I need to get a lot of this in paper play, in person. Our opponent was last seen playing Naya Depths. I didn't notice that. I just noticed their name was Moon Madness. But what I'm expecting from them is almost Blood Moon aggro, or Blood Moon Tribal, because they are Moon Madness. They're on Mountain Tribal. I could see that very clearly. So yikes. We do have the potential to rotate up Bazooka Bog. I have to keep that in mind. We have an Endurance ready to go here. Theoretically, we can get up more colors for Prismatic Ending. They've gotten themselves a Rite of Flame. That's in their hand. So... let's go get a Flagstone. So, I kind of want... I would kind of like to have that Outlander River in play. What I really would like to do is have some more land drops. But... I think I have to sit on Elvish Reclaimer building up. And then next turn, I get myself the chance to actually do, you know, more. I mean, we still have that opportunity for bogging, like I said. This is definitely a low and slow. Burning Wish, Rite of Flame. It is interesting that Rite of Flame is a sorcery that we can respond to with Bojuka Bog. The question is that worth doing? We could do endurance tricks. Ancient Tomb, here comes something. Is it the Blood Moon everybody was expecting? Exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. They've already played a land. They could very well have Spirit Guide kind of acceleration. But we know of at least the Rite of Flame. They're going to go for Manamorphose. See, this is when I wish I could punish that Ruby Medallion. That's a lot of red mana. I was going to say, so far, I don't really see any way I could have played differently. Birgi, the God of Storytelling. Okay. A new Burning Wish. Trying to think, is there a way for... Again, this is a Storm deck, so the kind of things that we know that we want to bring in, but their potential for being explosive, all I can really do is have, like, endurance. Dukes was playing Surgical Extraction. Surgical Extraction might be a worthwhile thought. Galvanic Relay. Okay. We're going to get a lot of spells that they can play next turn. Where are these being revealed? These are in the exile zone. Sorry, I thought I yielded. Bonus round. Okay. Could I rotate into... So we'll get a... So then the question is, do we go get something like Wasteland? it'll cut off some of their red, but it doesn't really seem like enough of their red. Caracas, bounce the Burgie and they'll lose the mana. So we would bounce Burgie and remove the Ruby Medallion. Seems like a decent use. So now, theoretically, if I could bounce, exile, and I'd have 1 mana left over, then I think I want to keep this. Bounce, exile. I can't get 2 mana to do that, so I guess I would just power that up. Play a new Reclaimer. And attack. Make sure to let me know in the comments or live chat. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. All right, Burgie's back. I can't hide the Ruby Medallion because the Ruby Medallion is just... and actually, these aren't like hidden cards. As they play them, they will disappear. I guess we just wait to see if we're dead, but I guess Endurance can still do things. I just need to be mindful. Whenever player plays an instant or sorcery, they copy it and may choose new targets. We are now in the bonus round. See, I gotta be careful though about the yielding. Because theoretically, Endurance could do something and I need to not just throw away. I could yield to this. And I need to yield to the Burgieing. See, like that Rite of Flame, is that Rite of Flame gonna matter? So, the fact that there's one in there, I'm gonna cash this in now. It just reduces their amount of red. That's all it does. Have at it. Pretty sure we still die. If nothing else, we get smashed Reclaimers. I'm kind of waiting to see like what their thing is, and maybe Maybe the fact that they still could build towards something more is a reason to not cash the endurance in when we did. More ruby medallions. To clarify, mismatched ruby medallions. But that's okay. I mean, this is a rather robust creature. Valakut Awakening put a large number of cards back. And then do it again. So whatever their kill intends to be, we're going to probably go see it. And then they do it a second time due to the bonus rounding. Ah, yes, colorless mana, because they're tight on mana right now. Interesting that I have yielded, and yet I received a pop-up message. I think it is going to be something like Grape Shot. I think you're right. And that's why in our sideboard. So not only, yeah, I guess let's get to our sideboard portion. I think Collector Oof, Force of Vigor, and Glacial Chasm, that preventing the damage. If they set up a huge, oh, they got Banefire. So if they set up this huge Banefire, damage can't be prevented. They played around Glacial Chasm. What can I do? That they're gonna Banefire me for 21. Correction. They're gonna Banefire me for 42. They just never get the chance. Well then. So I would say in general, Swords is not going to be very impressive. Although it can hit Burgi, but Burgi is not necessarily the thing I'm going after. Things that we want. We want the ability to Deafening Silence. We want the ability to Collector Roof. We want some Force of Vigors. We want some Prismatic Endings. Pyroblast? Not so much. Now, Endurance. We did the little... We did see Past in Flames out of them, though. So Past in Flames is absolutely a card that they could be considering. With that said, yeah, whatever. Hello, Lakonki. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. I think it's safe to say that Maze of Ith is not what's going to save the day for us here. All right. Is Wasteland a liability? Now, we know that they have Ancient Tomb, and we saw the City of Traders, but what I'm wondering is, would I rather, or in this case, let's say like Sajiri Step. Sajiri Step giving our creature pro-red or whatever things like that is not necessarily going to help us out. We are playing Legacy today against the Ruby Storm deck. Karakas was a little, had a little bit of tricky utility there. So I'm wondering if we did this. So with the amount of basic mountains they had, if we could cut Wasteland, Sajiri Step isn't going to give us protection. Maze of Ith, Swords of the Plowshares, and then we get to bring in more Prismatic Endings and stuff. have the endurance though, so we do have possible plays. It's too bad. Now that's something to consider. It's too bad it wasn't a Savannah on turn 1. Now, I'm thinking for the purposes of Green Sun Zenith, what I really want to do is get a Collector Oof out of it, right? So this is emergency Green Sun Zenith for the endurance, but wear and tear. I admit that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting wear and tear to kill like Deafening Silence. That one's pretty good. Let's go get Oof. There it is. Okay. They understood what I was doing. Nice, quick game. All right. Anything of that pile that we would have wanted to keep? I don't think so. Like we said, Glacial Chasm, once they've built up enough, and now maybe there are different lines they take where sometimes they go for Grape Shot, sometimes they go all the way up to Banefire. The fact that Banefire can't be prevented means Glacial Chasm trying to be cute ends up falling short. Yeah, I think we keep with what we had. It's just now that we're on the draw, it might not be... being on the draw might not be good enough. So they mulligan to 6. They might just be looking for an explosive hand. This does not have our Deafening Silence. And maybe it's a case of Deafening Silence is just something they can't beat. Because otherwise, what does this hand do? Not really much. I guess maybe that's being too greedy. Because now this is obviously an automatic mulligan. They kept their 6. Sure. Sure love that Green Sun Zenith into Collector Oof to turn off my Mox Diamonds. I think I keep it though. We're gonna throw one of those back because I need to keep the other one, and then I guess one of these and settle for that. I mean, turn 1. I think I have to do this. I mean, it turns off my Mox Diamond, but it turns off their explosivity. And then I get back to my turn, I can start to green, I can get my way out of it. At least that is my plan. And hey, they kill the Collector Roof, they turn the Mox Diamond back on, it's a party. Right? Now, I'm hoping that with the Collector Oof, it takes away some of their ability to be explosive. Not that... Okay. So theoretically here, I could play out the Reclaimer with the hopes of... yeah, play out the Reclaimer with the hopes of Green Sun getting something bigger. Because if I can get this to... What's the card I'm thinking? Outland Liberator? Or... What else did I bring in? Check the deck. Outland Liberator, Knight of the Reliquary, get some aggressiveness. Take away their chance, take away the time that we're working out of our mulligans here, right? What's going on with the music? Alright, they got a lot of mountains. They could have something like Chandra, right? Do the decks still play Chandra? Did they ever play Chandra? That I don't know. They tapped something and have reconsidered. Tapped it again. Spending that mana. Alright, Bergie on board. Bergie outpaces our deck. Are they going for it? I guess I can respond with a Windswept Heath crack. That's part of what the thought is here. But I'm wondering right now, I think I want to draw the land. The fact I want to draw the land, we're going to keep the... You may play a card you own from outside the game this turn. Does it kill my Collector Roof? I kind of expect that it would, right? Isn't this exactly the type of thing that you would wish for to be able to deal with troublesome permanents in play? Engineered Explosives is not going to do what you want it to do with Collector Roof in play. Unless you're just trying to build up red mana or something. Okay. Discards their hand, draws 7 cards. Deal. Alright, we just have to get to our turn. So now I would say I crack the Heath because I want to, or actually, if this gets me Plateau, then it's my Tri-land. Or do I go get something less impressive? Because what again? No, I do it in response to the next spell, right? So inside combat, they can't play. Because that makes their red mana go away when they leave combat. Right? Or the mana itself is coded. Alright, so I want to play multiple spells here. So if I want to play Deafening Silence and the Sylvan Library, we have to play the Sylvan Library first, following with the Deafening Silence. So can I get a third land? I can. We could just know I want this in the graveyard. So I think we get Plateau here for the super land. Right? Plateau will give us 3. And then we play Sylvan. Or we play Deafening Silence. We leave the ability for Caracas to just mess with them. And then we attack. And then this gives me green card in hand for emergency endurance if I need it. Right? Okay. That is their... They could have one spell, one non-creature spell. They could play Bergie out if they chose to. They are electing not to, though. Alright, so then I think... do that. One, two, 3, yeah. I attack for 5 again. And I was just thinking, is there a way to get the Yavimaya off the field so that the Ancient Tombs can't tap for green, but I don't think it matters. This gives me Endurance as an extra attacker end step, and Caracas to bounce the Bergie. Alright. Doing well, doing well. Let's fire up the next one. Actually, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. I'm going to refill my water. I've been coughing a lot, and I apologize for that. So I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. The dogs saw me filling my water, and they're like, you know that store before? We really need to go potty right now. And so I go, fine. So let the dogs out. Because letting them go potty outside is a lot better than letting them go potty inside. I mean, I know I'm right. Shout out to JP's wife for cleaning up the mess the other day. Not that any of my perfect dogs would ever make a mess in the house. Definitely not any of my dogs. But so let's think out loud here. Like, realizing this is a 61 card main deck because you have the amount of tutoring and stuff like that, but Maze of Ith, I believe Dukes is the one talking about, he treats Maze of Ith as like a bonus card, that as a 61st card, it's not the worst thing in the world. There are plenty of uses for it. I mean, whether proactive or not. All right, speaking of proactive, that is not what this is. Speaking of Maze of Ith, too. I'm going to say mulligan. All right, they're keeping 7 cards. My thought is we pitch a Mox Diamond. Sorry, the thought is we mulligan away a Mox Diamond, and then I can go Taiga, or I play the other Mox Diamond. If they don't counter it, would I rather have Reclaimer or Green Sun? So I'm doing this for the purposes of getting myself up to multiple mana next turn. Misty Rainforest. Basic Forest. Noble Hierarch. That... yeah, it smells like Infect. So... I mean, gross, but... take that, Misty Rainforest. I guess that's one less card they have toward... become immense. I was looking for the word, couldn't come up with it. All right, so we get Knight of the Reliquary next turn. Maze of Ith gives us an answer to Crazy Infection. Hold on. Maze of Ith. That is true. Sorry, I just was thinking. The other sideboard card I saw was Mindbreak Trap that people were playing. Whether that is worthwhile. Where would you play Mindbreak Trap in place of, though? Oh, Inkma! Infect! Who would have guessed? Okay, so now... I was going to say, Reclaimer can't tutor it up fast enough, but I can set myself up to have a 2020 next turn. You actually don't have enough threats out of this one. I'm going to pass here. I'm going to pass with the ability of Reclaimer to... I was going to say Thespian Stage Copy. That's not a plan. I think I'm forced to... Alright, well, they're coming to town. Judge. Like I said, we have options. They just aren't main. Endurance wouldn't do it. They just need one other pump. Because they're going to get 8 Infect just off what I can see. If I were to get... We did. Alright. Now, the fact that they have the blue splash... This works, right? The fact that they have a blue splash, it's normally... Isn't it normally counters to protect what they're doing? I don't feel like that's necessarily what I want. I think I want more prismatic endings. Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor is an interesting way to try to deal with the artifact guy, but I don't feel like that is the best way to go about it. Ramunap recurring, say a Wasteland type effect. That could be clever. Sylvan Safekeeper to protect my own guys? Unsure. Minsc and Boo really hasn't had a chance to do much this time around. And here's a case of, is Sajiri Step the card I want? Because the Bojuka Bog coming into play tapped definitely changed what I went for there. I'm just trying to think, do I care as much of how they're going to play? I guess I do want things like Endurance. Endurance is a flying blocker. That is worth considering. I think I need all the Swords to Plowshares I can get. Maze of Ith would have been... Those plays would have been helpful if they came into play untapped instead of the Reclaimer bringing them in tapped for me, right? There were a lot of options there that would have helped me in a different way. I'm actually worried about taking out... Like, am I trimming too many white sources? But, like, these are sources that come in tapped. So, is it really that big of a loss? And maybe we cut one Minsc? Approach it that way? We also did Mulligan, unless I'm misremembering. Is Dryad Arbor the kind of thing I want here? I feel like it's going to be clunky with how it ties up my hand. Alright, pass turn. I guess, should I, just because I had the ability to have the mana doesn't mean that's the approach I should have taken. A Reclaimer there still sets up better with the Flagstones than Outland Liberator. And Outland Liberator coming later when I can use it to keep the shields up, per se. So I could theoretically make it night if I wanted to. But that does not seem ideal. So what are we looking for here? This would have to be that. Should you have played the Wasteland first, or I could have waited. What did that Ponder do? The Ponder was a no shuffle, just to be for reference. Basic. Glistener Elf. This is another case where, say the Reclaimer would have been the thing I played first, I could already have Maze of Ith up right now, right? I mean, maybe you have both anyway. Do that. Rotate. 2 mana. Sorry, I'm just thinking through what it would take to get to white floating. You rotate it into a... Yeah, that's enough. I can represent one thing, but also be able to tutor into Merit Lage at will. So you remove your flying blocker. I think they maybe have one more turn, and they potentially do. What's the one where it's like you sacrifice a flying dude? Based on this, based on having plateau, I think I get green-white just to maximize. Because this could be the right run afoul. Is it run afoul? Sacrifice a flyer or whatever? Do I get to crop rotate? That's clever. I mean, I think I'm going to pay it, because I have to. So then... what do you get? Because what I get's going to come in untapped. We could get Yavimaya. And then rotate. This into, or we do, because you have the Mox Diamond, and now you have triple land. So the question is, now, do I just get the kill, or do I limit their mana? Get something like Mazavith. Because I can get Mazavith now so that it's untapped and I'm setting up for the future. So this will flip the Liberator back. I could also attack. Would I rather they use spells on their... yeah, I would rather they use spells on their turn. This is a poorly thought out attack. Because my thought is, oh, let's make them use a spell. No, they have a life total. They have a life total that they can absorb that damage, whereas I would rather it be a speed bump on my turn. So that was a bad mistake of my own. Yeah, that was just wrong. The nice way to put it is it was just wrong. Because even theoretically, you could block and you could make your guy protection if the Elvish Reclaimer, if that's even worthwhile. They got their tropical island over here. It turns it green? They have a green worm. It's cute. Oh, you idiot! You idiot. I played around their ability. I played around their ability to make the green mana, but really I could have theoretically went and got my own. Where's Glacial Chasm? Glacial Chasm would prevent the damage, and it's something that they can't counter when I go for it. That was just poor. So we saw days from them. Most of the times they killed us, it's because they played multiple spells in a turn. They clearly have basics. We're on the draw. I guess my hope is on the draw using the Deafening Silence to... Come on. I guess here's the thing. The Mox Diamonds, maybe if I'm taking out as many lands as I am, I need to consider trimming a Mox Diamond. They're mulliganing to 5. We have a decent hand over here. Putting that away to be tutorable. Hoping whatever the first turn they play, I can just ending it. And hopefully they will have... They're mulligan to 4 cards. I feel somewhat confident about this opening. If they do not lead... If they do not lead on a 1-drop, I think I lead Dryad Arbor. I'm gonna need a check on run afoul. Sacrifices a creature with flying, so I can't even be tricky. Crop rotation for Wasteland. I was gonna say, do they get tropical? Probably not. Ooh. Greedy. Activate swing. Do you have just triple invigorate? Because that's gonna be annoying. Okay. Well, that's not the card I wanted. Float a white. Oof is gone. That'll be tapped. I think this is just the smartest way to do it. And then not be as greedy as I have been. Next turn, I can green sun for 2. No, next turn you played Knight. Thespian stage for Knight. They theoretically are brainstorm locking them if they, yeah. They're seeing that they don't have another land and got the scoop. So, not too bad, not too bad. 3-1 so far. Feel pretty good about how things are going. The losing to Ad Nauseam was annoying, but I think not unexpected. But, I mean, is it knowing that Storm-style decks are what's going to be hard for us that, you know, you kind of have to overcompensate with the thing like Deafening Silence, but then, okay, Tower of the Magistrate. What am I really bringing Tower of the Magistrate? Is that for Batterskulls? Not Batterskull. Cauldron Complete. Or is it another thought? It's to get my Dark Depths through Thopter tokens to like swing for the kill. I'm just wondering okay, say that sideboard slot, is that better as anti-reanimator like Surgical Extraction? Is it better as the Veil of Summer we mentioned? Not Archive Trap. Mindbreak Trap. See, these are the things I'm thinking about. What is best set up for, you know what I mean? The matchups that we're anticipating, but we can't say for sure will be there. All right, well, this is not exciting, but we're both 3-1. They're keeping 7 cards, and I really don't have any interaction. Incorrect. I have interaction with the toolbox that my deck provides off of crop rotation. I have no acceleration. I find it hard to believe that if I knew what my opponent played, it's like, oh yeah, I want this hand. And I can't think of what deck against which I would be like, oh yeah, this is the hand I want. Then again, it has the ability to do some stupid stuff. Remember when I was like, what if we had more answers to Reanimator? This would be why. I mean, both teams played hard, right? We could rip Caracas right off the top. Our opponent's not really doing much. We could draw Lightning Bolt. Please, show me more of your deck. Archon of Cruelty with some exhumes for everybody. That's fair. That's fun. I'll discard Windswept Heath. Oh, is there more? Another Entomb? More Archons? See, now this is the case of where you can't get your way out of it. Oh, we don't even get to have our Minsc and Boo? Alright, well that's enough. Huh. Nope. Now, what's interesting is the Animate Deads, right? That because it's Animate Dead, we could knock it off with a Force of Vigor. It's pretty cute. I mean, that is a legal game action that could be taken. Caracas, this time we keep. Maze of Ith? Maze of Ith you keep. I mean, it's not so good against the Archon, but there's still potential there. And then do I want prismatic endings? I feel like if they're doing Reanimate, if they're doing Unearth, stuff like that, none of that really helps me in the same way. So Endurance is a nice trick against Unearth, true. Excavator to waste them out is nice. The question is more like, is the Force of Vigor plan clever or not? And I mean, I think it's clever, but the other thing is Minsc and Boo is a clock closes very fast. And is that a case of by taking Minsc and Boo out, am I not going to be able to close fast enough? Or is something like Sylvan Safekeeper, okay, could you come out and have Minsc and Boo stay? Then I would wonder, is there another thing? Maze of Ith, we said keeping. Flagstones, Thespian Stage, Wastelands. Sylvan Library, am I going to be able to afford to pay? I guess it depends on what our starting hands are. Outland Liberator. Outland Liberator is my only defense if I have taken the prismatic endings out. Alright, so I'll be able to have a swords in play. And we have Endurance as backup. We just need to draw a land. No, I would be tutoring for land. I'll keep. Alright, what do you got for me? Although I do question playing the Knight of the Reliquary next turn, losing my Endurance Insurance. Say that 6 times fast. Endurance Insurance, Endurance Insurance, Endurance Insurance, Endurance Insurance, Endurance Insurance, Endurance Insurance. Well, look at that. We did it. Swamp. Our opponent kept 7 cards twice. I have a feeling that's illegal. I'm not sure 100%. I would have to check with the judge. But Reanimator keeping 7 cards hands, just something about that just feels sketchy. Dark Ritual. This is a hard cast Grief. Well, if they saw all the cards in my hand, they'd probably take Swords to Plowshares, right? You got me. I would expect to lose endurance, which is kind of alright, yeah. Ooh, because Knight can tutor up a Jukabog, right? I do like the Dryad Arbor insurance. I like the idea of we have Unearth protection here. They could just reanimate it out of my graveyard for them, though. Interesting that if they had something that they could have gone for it, but maybe they thought, oh, nah, depending on what was in their hand, maybe I don't want to go for it. You know. Thoughtseize targeting J Pinner. Well, I have a response. You fool! Attack. Aggro plan. My reveal card has been revealed. I'm going to choose not to play land. What are you going to go get? Gristlebrand feels like the least impressive here. I think Archon is what you want. But also, are they, if they unearth versus, I guess that's the question, is what are they going to go get? Because I did not take out Caracas. Maybe that's what they're asking themselves. What am I going to go get? It's a valid question. Something like Archon is good, but it's not unbeatable. And then the bigger question is, how are they getting it back out? Because they're going to have to pay a lot of life that you and creatures you control have protection. Okay, so then I just have to draw a removal spell. Because I assume this name's creature, right? They're unmasking me. What do they pitch? Unmask for an unmask. But they have seen my wooded foothills. I'm not going to lie, that was a great draw. They burned their unmask. And I still have a swords in reserve. Because maybe they're drawing towards Unearth. They're drawing towards, yeah. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Having seen that, I guess Minsc and Boo, you could throw a hamster at Sarah's emissary. to be on the draw here, which is problematic. Is there anything over there that I need in my deck on the draw? I mean, I think a Force of Vigor could be clever. And maybe it's better than Sylvan Library. Yeah, it's better than Sylvan Library. Because it's going to come up, and it's going to matter, and that's going to get you to click like on this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because it's free to do. Just as free as it is to follow Twitch if you're watching on there. Follows are free. Why not see you the next time I'm playing some hamsters? You can also catch Steven, who, as far as I know, doesn't play hamsters, but plays Pioneer, plays Modern. Sometimes he does arena drafts and stuff like that, so he has a variety of content, so check him out doing all that. And you can check me out next time I stream. I stream on Tuesdays. That's the best way to do it, is following this channel. You can then get the alerts when we go live. If you're following us on Twitter, you can see when we go live there. Come into the Discord. It also posts there. Plenty of places. Plenty of places. All right. I think a lot of this matters on what they do. They illegally keep 7 cards. Now, I can't say this hand has no interaction, because it does. It's just not... It's not turn 0 interaction. Oh, this is so close. If that Taiga was a Savannah, we would have been perfect. Or, correction, we would have felt better. I mean, what am I? Am I mulliganing in Search of Endurance? They can beat that anyway. They're going to go all in on an animated dead. And we're going to get them. Goodbye, Reclaimer. They're going to go all in on an animated dead, and we're going to get them with Force of Vigor off the top. Now, imagine if we still had the silence, because then they'd be like, well, what if they draw Savannah? What if they draw Fetch Land? What if they draw Mox Diamond? All of those options. Why did they keep the white card? They can't even cast it. Are they crazy? Yes, but that's not relevant here. It would give more mind games to the opponent. And if you can inflict psychic damage, even if you don't win the game, the psychic damage helps you the next time around, because they'll be like, oh, we're playing Jay Pinner again? That guy doesn't make plays that make any sense. And then you throw them off their game. See, you continue to do this. That's just good magic. If you don't understand, I don't know how to help you. But I try to help you. That's why we're here, as a friendly neighborhood streamer. Well, I guess you don't live in my neighborhood, because I live in the forest. I was just like, I can look out my window right now. That taps for so much green. There's so much green out there. There is a part in the back that probably taps for black, though. So it's definitely swamp-ish towards the back. Okay. Pass. What did they keep? That they were like, oh, we got him. We got him. Pass. I mean, maybe they purposely wanted to go slow. I don't know. I'm not a Reanimator scientist. Faithless looting. Faithless looting is unimpressive. Unless it sets up the reanimation spell, so... But imagine the powerful cards we could have drawn here, and we drew... Not to say Dark Depths isn't powerful. I don't want to offend it, but... It's situationally powerful, just like all of these situational cards we could have drawn instead that would actually be good. Like, okay, they discard Gristlebrand, correction, Wear and Tear, and Animate Dead. What? Hey, nice Animate Dead. I like how we completely dodged Wear Tear. Oh, we don't have the white, though. That's the killer. The killer is we don't have the... Well, yeah, Swords, Plowshares. But we don't have white for Night. We're going to play Raminap Excavator, and then we draw a Wasteland, and that'll be hot. Alternatively, we keep up the mana for Liberator, although they already threw it away. They got more options than this. They're paying costs. Or no, we are waiting for them. I thought they were paying costs. They could be thinking through the value of faithlessly looting here, but they've already thrown away Enabler and answering... I don't know. It's like red and a white, deal damage, grief? Okay. They could always choose to reanimate grief and take another card from me. These are the cards I have in my hand. I mean, I like the fact that we are taking them away from... They animated my guy? Well, step one, we gotta kill this thing and get it back on our team. Because otherwise, they're just gonna thin their deck. No, that's a better way to do it, because then all you have to do is attack. Pass the turn so that I flip, so that all I have to do is attack. That's my game plan. Because they now have to play 2 spells in a turn. Well... Really, I just put Dark Depths in play and then kill the Magus, right? I'm just wondering if Wasteland is worth going after something before it turns off. In case I undo it. They just replay the land. That's why that was dumb. Now what are they bringing back? Or no, they're putting something into the graveyard. Sorry. Yeah, throwing away Grief was stupid. Oh, they needed to play the second spell. They also forgot to play a land, I believe. They did, which is awesome. Okay. I was not sure 100% about the Force of Vigor, but they still have a Faithless Looting that they could replay. So what I'm going to do is stop on their upkeep. So before anybody has a chance to do anything, pull up that one. The worry, really all I need to do is draw basic planes to deal with this Magus. Save this for Mox, right? Yeah, you save that for Mox. I can take this upkeep stop back off. Dark Ritual. What are they doing with it? Flashing back Faithless Looting. Okay. That'll be the 2 spells to flip the trap ban back. Oh, I guess they do get to keep 1 card. I was like, oh no, now they're down all the cards. With 1 black remaining. Okay. But that is 2 spells to flip me. I'll keep attacking. I dare you to trade. I literally dare you to trade. Like, you're not gonna block. You should definitely start swinging. Yeah, I was gonna say. They're down to 8, so that takes away Reanimate on Cruel Archon, or Archon of Cruelty. They have doubled their Magi. Alright, so now we're going to stare at each other some more until I draw a land. I guess what's the first thing I go get? Probably Endurance. Wow. I mean, it's probably Endurance, right? To shuffle their stuff away. Just trying to think if there's anything else worth doing. I swing with both, I kill 1, but then this is off the board and I don't have my answer. That doesn't make sense. I'm keeping one of these for Mox, and I'm keeping the other one as, like, say, Archon insurance. Unmask, discarding Gristlebrand. Well, there goes Swords Plowshares, I think. Theoretically, also the Green Sun. I mean, do you take the swords or do you take the Green Sun? They take the Green Sun. I think taking the Green Sun's correct. Because that's going to go get stuff that undoes everything that you've spent this whole turn. So now we're both exhuming, huh? Because I'm going to go get an Elvish Reclaimer. Am I going to be able to get to the white mana source before the Archon attacks? That's the question. Come on. Come on. It's not the right white source. So they're going to attack 2, 4, 10, and burn me out. Very frustrating. What are you doing? I was gonna say, oh, they almost gave me a chance. If I were to pull out a Dryad Arbor and sacrifice it, I still take... Yeah, I still take too much. We did. Oh, we put up a good fight, but we did. I just want to see what my next card is. I would like to see my next card. Unfortunately, we did not get to see that next card. But can I return to my game? Can I draw a card? Alright. Well, we did fetch a land out, so. Oh, unfortunately, that ended up as a 3-2 for us. But, I mean, the matchups we played, Storm, not great. 4-color control, I do think, I mean, we won that in a sweep, but I do feel like it's kind of in our favor. Ruby Storm feels like it should be bad. We lost game 1, 4 out of the 5 matches. And 2 of the times we lost game 1, we came back to win the match. So, I don't know, I feel pretty good about that. The resiliency of this deck, the different things that it can do, I'm definitely impressed by it. So, I guess we also need to open this chest. Open all. Open all. Sad little one. What is this? Prophetic Flame Speaker and a Vidalcan Orrery. But it's a cool Vidalcan Orrery. Alright. Well, thanks for watching today. I always appreciate it. If you want to catch videos that we have later, you can always find those over on YouTube. You can search The Swish Gaming over there. What else? You can join us on Discord. You can follow us on Twitter. All of that stuff is available. If you want to follow our link tree here, go ahead and give that a look. We have our Discord, Patreon, YouTube, all of that type of stuff. So follow us there. But otherwise, I'd like to wrap up thanking our Patreons, Zach B and Nick O, up at that bronze tier, and then everybody else. We have Alec, Quang, Jacob, Charles, Kurt, Sean, Singularity Games, James, Holden, Alex, Josh, Nicholas, Corey, and Joshua. Thank you, everybody. We really do appreciate your support, and make sure you use your feedback. Let us know what else you want to see us doing.